Hi, and welcome to yet another edition of Ask Miss Judes. As always, I hope you're taking good care of yourself and enjoying life as God gives it. Today, I wanted to just remind us again that part of the reason we hang out on this channel is to talk about life issues. Everything from parenting, raising children away from home, as in the diaspora or away from immediate family support, to educating children, to maintaining one's professional life, as well as family life, community, professional, all of this stuff. So, right, that's we hang out on this channel. Today, however, I thought I would share very briefly on why you should listen to your body. Why you should listen to your body. I believe that this body is a gift that God gave to man through which we can experience this earth. In the process of experiencing the earth, there are lots of things that we do. We live in relationships, we work, we have to take care of ourselves, we have to participate in families of sorts, we have to do all kinds of things. We have to earn a living, we have to actually live. Now, in the process of living, it's very easy to put goals in front of us such that those goals replace the sense of who we are, that we just go, go, go. And very recently, the number of people who we're hearing who just really transitioned without notice is worrying. And the more one reflects on it, the more one realizes that if we just paid a bit of attention, our bodies have a way of notifying us before any major challenge. So as you know, I like to give experiences from my own life. Many years ago, I had a season where, because life was very hectic and I was balancing raising small children, doing my doctorate, holding down a full-time job, being a wife, all in one, there were times where I really did not take good care of myself. So I wasn't eating right, I wasn't sleeping well, I was working a very, very demanding job. And after a while, I realized that I was kind of substituting good food for energy food. So I was consuming a beverage that shall remain nameless because I don't want to get into trouble. It was giving me the energy that I needed, but of course it wasn't nutritious. So after a while, I realized that I was having really intense itching episodes. So I'll have itching and big welt marks on my arms and around my neck. It made no sense. At one point, I reported to the plant manager thinking that maybe there were some things in my classrooms at the college where I was teaching in Jamaica at the time. And poor guy came, did an investigation, all kinds of things. But I was the only one in the class who that was happening to no one else. And a few days later, it was a weekend, we went to church, and on the way back, of course, I had not eaten. And I drank this beverage again, and the itching episode started. And I thought, whoops, it's not the classroom, it's what I was drinking. I gave myself a break, and a few days later, took it again, and it happened. And I was able to say, okay, my body is warning me that this thing is not good for me anymore. So that was kind of, I'm glad I didn't end up in the hospital thinking it was one major problem, but that was my body saying, hey, this thing you're taking, I don't want it. It's not good for you. There were also episodes where I have migraine headaches and I can figure out what causes it. So if I have a migraine, instead of going to reach for a pain med, I will think back and say, okay, what have I not done? Maybe I've eaten the wrong food, maybe I've not eaten, and just be able to pay attention to my body so that I can optimize it. So I share this because it's really, it's kind of, yeah, but it can be really more serious because I've had instances, as you know, where I've lived with a diagnosis of fibromyalgia for years, almost 2 decades now. And it turns out that in my experience now, I'm finding that there's a particular thing. There are some foods that I eat that make it really bad. And now that I'm aware, I don't eat those things anymore. And I find that I don't have to take medication. I'm pretty much scaling through life. Occasionally, when I'm tired and I don't sleep, I pay the price. So I know for one that listening to my body has helped me optimize my health. Now, for other people, it's something much more serious. I've seen people who almost went through surgery for something that did not exist, only to find out just at the nick of time that it was something they were eating or something they were doing, like not resting, not having enough sleep, not drinking enough water. So I want to submit to you today that by the grace of God, we do have a responsibility to listen to our bodies so we can make the most of what God has put us on this earth to do while we occupy this body. Of course, there will come a day when we'll have to transition. By the grace of God, we are praying that will be old age, but we want our old age to be healthy and happy so that we would enjoy life. Those around us will enjoy life. And by the grace of God, we will fulfill the purpose for which God sent us to this earth. So I want to challenge you and encourage you at the same time that it is important that you take care of yourself, of your physical, your spiritual, and your emotional health, and also that you pay attention to your body. Do not be too quick to pop a pill when something goes off. Try to retrace your steps. What did you do? What did you not do? What did you eat? What did you not eat? When did you eat? When did you not eat? How? And you're going to find that if we're able to work through all of this and be intentional about taking time to rest and care for our body, life would be that much more exciting, healthier, and happier. So, as always, I'm going to ask that you be generous enough in your usual generous self, because I get a lot of personal messages, to put in the comment section below what it is that you've done when you have ignored listening to your body and the price that you paid. I have experiences. I'm not going to go into those because there were times I ignored my body and I paid dearly for it. That would be a video for another day. But please share your experiences. And as always, I want to encourage you to take care of yourself, bring all of who you are to every situation that God allows us to participate in. Listen to your body, like, share, and subscribe. Share this widely with all your friends, and please encourage them to pay attention to themselves, as I have been, and I'm seeing positive results. So I bring you blessings and all that you need to be all that God has put you to be on this earth. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments in the section down below, or send an email to askmissjudz@gmail.com. So that's askmzjudz@gmail.com. I look forward to coming your way again real soon. Take care. Bye.